as long as I am in the world.
I am the light of the world.
Hello everybody. Welcome back. Today is the very big day. I am very happy. I'm very excited. Today is the day. Today is the day that the Lord has made. It's a fresh new day. I'm very happy, as you guys can tell, and that is because from this title, I reached my first year on my podcast. I am very blessed. I'm very happy. Very grateful for everything. And I'm really happy, man. Like, I am so happy. Like, y'all don't even know how happy I am. Like, on the scale of 1 to 10. Because I feel like I've grown so much. And I feel like the fact that I even reached a year. It's not my birthday. Be bitch, it's not my birthday, bro. Stop trolling me. It is my first year of my podcast. Again, I'm very grateful. I'm very happy. And man, what a journey. What a journey this has been. Honestly. There's so many times where I wanted to quit. There's so many times where I wanted to give this up. There's so many times that that I've been let down, I think, by my own expectations. But one of the most important things that one of the most important things I feel like that I learned was that this isn't about me. Like, this really isn't about me. Like, as much as it's not about me, And one of the things I'm very grateful for is that I was pushed to do this, and I felt incapable. Y'all remember the story of like Moses and Aaron, and how Moses, God called Moses to talk, and like Moses was like, nah, bro, I don't know how to talk, like I'm a wreck. Like, let Aaron talk, let Aaron do the talking. Like, that's how I felt at the beginning of this. This all started off with prayer, because I've always been a huge podcast person. I've always been somebody that loved podcasts, loved listening, loved watching, just different themes, different topics and everything. And, never thought that the Lord would call me to do my own. Never thought that. So, it's definitely something very different. Let me turn on the camera. I just had to grab my charger. So give me just a sec. Okay, yeah, so very happy. There you go. See, finally. Yay. I got my charger because my phone's about to die, and I didn't want it to die on me. But yeah, so I'm very surprised, to be really honest. There's so many times where I wanted to throw this entire podcast away because I didn't feel like I was good enough. But it's really interesting. It's like when God calls you to do something, everything will always set itself into place. Which, by the way, look, I'm drinking nobody tell William I'm drinking a Sprite. I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel qualified. The Lord called me to it. And the thing is, like, I try to avoid it. Like, I was one of those people that, like, try to hide from what the Lord was calling me to do. And it's like the signs were always there, but it's just like I wanted to, like, pretend like I didn't see the signs. You get what I... Okay, damn. Dang, V Mitch. Dang. Okay, already calling me out. I see how it is. But anyway, I was like, well, should I not do this? Because I had no interest. I don't even like public speaking. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I hate public speaking. Thanks. I forgot to post the link. Oh shoot. Yeah. By the way, guys, if y'all want to come up and talk to me, because I'm like boring, please do. Yes, a year. Can you guys believe that? That's crazy, huh? Crazy. Hold on. Let's see. Let me do this, because I didn't know. I totally forgot. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I wanted to make this open. And I was like, why isn't nobody coming up here? And then I realized, probably because I didn't post the link. Anyways, if anybody wants to come back here, please do. But anyways, so yeah, so I started it off. So this happened several like months. Actually, this happened about a year ago. I guess I should say a little over a year ago. Leading up to it, I was deep into prayer, fasting, because I was going through some personal stuff, and I had no clue that that was when the Lord was really gonna make things very clear for me, and I felt this calling to just start a podcast. And at first I thought it was like a bizarre thing, so I was like, well, why would I want to start a podcast? I'm like literally the most boring person ever. And I hate public speaking. I hate being on camera. I was like, that's not happening. So I thought it was just like a me thing, you know? And then later on during the months, like I continued to fast, I continued to pray. And then I started people that I don't know. Okay, I've never shared this with anybody. People that I don't know, they started telling me like, because I would talk to them. Sometimes I would share like experiences and share my story about like how God changed my life, like during certain situations. And I always kind of use it like as encouragement, share my own personal stories as encouragement for other people. And one of the things they tell me like, well, it's like, Ari, like, you have so many experiences. Like, why don't you start a podcast? And I was like, no. And I was like, "You're crazy, not doing that." And I just continued to avoid it. But then more and more people started mentioning to me, they're like, you should really start a podcast. He's like, I think just sharing your stories, like, I think that would help out a lot of people. And I was like, I don't want to do that though. I'm like, I don't even like showing my face on camera. And I was kind of fighting it, but like, it felt like throughout those months, it took about, I want to say 9 months ago, I want to say 8, 9 months straight where it just started happening, where it was a consistent thing where people kept telling me. There was people that I don't even know that don't even know me like that. And so it was kind of like an inner battle because it was like everybody kept telling me, like, you should start a podcast. And then during my prayer, that started popping up too. And and so what I did was I said this, which is kind of weird, but like I told her, I was like, all right, clearly, people keep telling me that I need to start a podcast. Now, you know how I feel about it. I'm like, but I'll do this. Make it easier for me to be able to do. If this is really what you want me to do, you're going to make the way for it. I'm like, I don't have money. I'm a broke girl. I'm like, and two, I don't even have a computer. I don't even have a camera. I don't even have a mic. I was like, all I got is my boring iPhone. And I was like, make the way then. If truly, make the way. So weeks later, my dad got a laptop. And I was like, like, I wonder if I should do it on the laptop, you know? And so I asked him, and I was like, well, if he says yes, I'll start doing it on the laptop. And I did. I started filming it on my dad's laptop. And then after that, I hated the camera quality, by the way. I hated the camera quality from that laptop because it was like complete trash. So I was like, maybe I'll buy a little web camera. But again, I didn't really have enough funds for it. So I was like, never mind. So like I was like, all right, I'm like, well, I guess I'll just stick with this. And so like my first episode that I did, I had to film it like 10 times. I was so terrified. I filmed it 10 times, 10 retakes of my own testimony because I hated the way that I sounded. I didn't want to show my face on camera. So it was just like complete like little cute background, which by the way, my sister's friend actually made me that because apparently she's really into graphic designing. And I was like, if she says yes, then if she said, because I told my sister, I'm like, I want you to make me the art. She's like, no. She's like, go tell my friend to make it for you. She's like, because she's a lot better than I will ever make it. I was like, all right, fine. So I did. So I'm gonna go talk to her. And she said yes. And I was like, oh my goodness. And she's like, what do you have the concept or idea for? And I was like, I got nothing. I got nothing. Let's be honest. I got nothing. And so then and so she's like, all right, she's like, I'll figure something out. And then so she made my first one. It's a green one. It's similar to the one that I have now, except it's green, more bright, more colorful. And I loved it. I loved it. And then, but she's like, oh, what's the title? And I was like, I'm like, girl, give me a minute. I'm like, I didn't think that far, to be honest. And then like just that night, that night I was like, okay, Lord, I'm like, I guess this is happening. What's the title? And it's just Jesus Talks. I was like, what? I'm like, Jesus Talks. He's like, Jesus Talks. And so that showed up the next several weeks. That showed up a lot of my prayer. The title Jesus Talks, and he made it so clear to me that it's even like it got to the point, guys, for like Jesus Talks, but then he also put in my mind Saint Michael's going to be your patron saint for this podcast. And I was like, oh, I was like, okay. Um, I wasn't as close with Saint Michael, to be honest. I had no devotion to Saint Michael whatsoever. I knew nothing about Saint Michael. All I knew was that he's an archangel, and I was like, that's all I know. And so I was like, all right. So then we did it, and then so she made the cover. I fell in love with it. I started recording it 10 tries, literally 10 tries. I was like, oh my gosh, it was the worst few takes ever. And at the end, I kind of just gave up and was like, you know what? I'm like, I'm just gonna go with it. And because I had like a whole script that I wanted to do right for the podcast. I was like, this is what I'm gonna say, and this and that. And I kept stuttering, and I kept stuttering, and I kept laughing, and I kept getting nervous, and I kept like I was so tired. At one point I wanted to cry because I was like, man, I was like, why do I suck? And then I just like I had like a bunch of papers. I just like threw them all away. I was like, you know what? I'm like, whatever happens, happens. So I prayed and I was like, Lord, whatever I say, I'm like, that's it. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not going to edit this. I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm just going to let it go and just, whatever you want me to say, I'll say. Tell me why that's the only time that it flowed naturally. I had over 10 pages of what I wanted to say. None of them came out right, but the moment that I took away all those papers, my expectations of what I thought I should say, but like literally, but what I thought I should say, it's like the Lord was like, nope. And the moment that I was like, you know what, I let Him take control of it at that moment, it flowed naturally. I wasn't nervous anymore. It's like all fear went away. It's like everything just went away. And I was like, oh, I was like, okay, cool. And so yeah, so I did that. And then I was like, man, then like, what should I talk about? So yeah, you guys will see like the first one, and I don't, I still cringe when I listen to myself talk on that. Um, but a lot of it was just audio, and then later on, then I wanted to invite some guests on, and so it was at that time that I came across Alex, Voice of Reason, and I love this content, love this content, love Jonathan's content as well. Roots of Faith, Roots of Orthodoxy, like those two were like the biggest ones. And I was like, man, and I was a huge supporter at that time of Alex. So I was supporting him a lot online and everything. Like I was known as like, and it was funny because even within the community we would joke around and say like I was like his biggest fan because I would constantly promote him constantly online and following on content, commenting on everything and sharing it and posting it and all that stuff. I was like his official, he was almost like an unofficial hype girl. And he would call me that sometimes. He's like, you're like my official hype girl. And I'm like, okay, cool. And like it was cute though because it's like I remember like when I first started like posting, like he's like thank you and stuff, and I would get like so excited because it was like, oh my goodness, like someone cool would just like recognize me, and I was like, that's crazy. And then I was like, maybe I should ask him to be on my podcast. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was kind of scared to ask him to be on my podcast. I was really nervous, and I was like, man, I was like, what if he says no? I was like, if he said no, like that's gonna crush me, because I'm like, I'm very sensitive and like I don't take rejection very well, and I was like, man, and I was so nervous to ask him, but I messaged him and I told him, like, yeah, like I just started a podcast, and I was like, this was like already a month, I think a month or two going into it, and I asked him, and he's like, of course, and I was like, what? I was like, oh, I'm like, it's happening. Oh, and I should mention, I met one of my who's one of my closest friends now, my girl Cindy. She knew that I had a podcast and I was starting out and stuff. Tell me what, because remember I told you guys that I wanted to buy a web camera because the camera on my dad's laptop is terrible. Tell me why. And she had no idea, by the way. No idea. She just knew that I had a podcast and that's it. And one day when I came over to her house, she told me, she's like, hey, I don't know why. she's like, but I just want to let you know, like, I have a web camera that I don't use. Do you want to have it? It's 4K. It's a 4K camera, and she's like, I'm not gonna use it. She's like, would you like it? And I was like, yes. Tell me how that makes any sense. Remember, I told the Lord from the very beginning, if you make this easy for me, I'm gonna continue to do it. And it was like He laid it out for me. Where it's like, yes, I have a laptop now, and then now I have a little web camera that I can use, and the web camera wasn't that bad, and I was like, mind blowing. And I was like, what? And like, this girl had no idea that I was looking for a web camera, that I was wanting to save up to buy a web camera. And she just gave me her web camera. She gave me two, actually, that I can choose from. And I was like, I'll bet. And so I started doing that. And so, yes, leading up to Alex's first interview. The first guy that I had on, though, was another guy named Connor McLaughlin. I should say this. Connor McLaughlin, I had asked him because I saw him on social media. It was a really good interview. We talked about marriage, and because he's married, so we talked about marriage, and I asked him, like, like, how do single people prepare for marriage and all stuff, and it was really cool. And I used my dad's crappy laptop, so that was fun. For the second one for Alex, like, I was so nervous, and and literally on the day that I was gonna film with him, I was so excited because I was like, thank God, I'm like this web camera. I looked all cute and stuff, and the web camera just crashed. I was like, oh God, one of my web cameras crashed, and I was like, fun. And so I had to use my dad's crappy camera, and that was not fun. But I was so nervous, and I'm not gonna lie, I can't even watch that interview because I was geeking out the entire time that I was interviewing him, and I felt so awkward, man. And like it was so bad, guys. Like, keep in mind, like, he is like, so you know how people obsess over like celebrities nowadays? So they're like, oh, they're my favorite artist, and this. That excitement is how I felt when I was talking to Alex. Like, that's how I felt. And so I was so nervous, and I wanted to crash out and cry. And he was over here just waiting patiently for my camera to work, and it didn't want to work. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, I was going to die. And I was like, I would rather like get run over by a car right now, because what the heck? and so I was like, oh man, I was like, great. And he was like, oh no, you're fine. And I was like, and deep down, I was not fine. And then I was geeking out the entire time during the interview. And I can't even watch that interview, bro. I cannot watch it because the first like 20-30 minutes, I'm just so bad. We talked about the Eucharist, by the way. And I mean, I cried about it now because I'm like, oh, man, I sucked. I was a terrible interviewer, by the way. He was so sweet about it, though. God bless his soul. And then, so then after that, I started interviewing more people, and I started to get comfortable. But the thing about it is, and I was gonna do just audio only, like even with Alex too. But I was like, that's gonna look weird though. I'm like, he can't be the only one showing his face. So that was the first time that I was actually wanting, like, those first times that I did it with Connor and Alex, like I had to show my face, and I was so nervous. I was terrified. But you know what? I made it through that interview, the painful interview with Alex. I made it through. I will never watch that interview. I will never watch it. You could have paid me $1 million to watch that, dude. Like, it was me fangirling the entire time. It was so embarrassing. But anyways, little did I know that I was gonna start building a really close friendship with him. He became such a great supporter, and he really, really did support me. And then I got close with Jonathan too, and then Wretched Saints. And so, no, it's like you'll see it, and it's so bad. I hate it so much. Um, but I'll be honest with you, like I had no idea, like I was so new into this entire thing, and it was just me, my headphones, and my dad's laptop, my little web camera. And so yes, that's how it started. And then I started reaching out to more people. To be honest, I was really shocked to see that some people really, I did get rejected. There's one bad experience that I had with one content creator, which I was kind of angry about, because he didn't want to work with me because I didn't have enough viewers and followers and supporters and stuff. And I was like, which kind of sucked. But but honestly, I had a lot of really positive experiences. But little did I know that was some of the people that I worked with, some of the people that I brought on. I had no idea that I was going to become really good friends with them. Alex being one of them, Jonathan being a second one. I think I was excited to like talk to Alex, but I was really nervous to talk to Jonathan. Um, and but he was so sweet about it, and they were so encouraging. And like the thing about it is because they knew I supported them a lot, and so like one of the things is they had me on social media. They gave me their numbers, and so you can imagine how it's so like it was so exciting for me to have their numbers. Like when they gave me their numbers, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I reached peak level, yo. I was like, I reached peak level where I get people numbers now. I'm like, hell yeah. But I was like, I'm not gonna text them because that's weird. Um, but like it still felt kind of cool to know like, I got Roots of Faith and I got Voice of Reason's number on my phone. Kind of made me feel like I was kind of cool. And so yeah, so I started interviewing. I had no idea where the interviews. I had no idea where the podcast was going to go into. All I knew was this, because I'll be really honest with you. During prayer is one of the things that I asked the Lord was like, "How do you want me to go about this?" I'm like, because I don't know everything. I don't know anything. I'm barely learning my faith. I don't know much of anything. I'm like, everything that I'm learning from Alex. Literally learning from Alex and from other apologists like Trent Horn. Like I was like that's all I'm kind of learning. I'm like, but I don't like I don't want to teach people. I'm like that's kind of scary. And I was like, what am I gonna talk about? But I really do feel like he made it so easy for me. Like it was like, well, okay, like I feel like now he made it so obvious that it was testimonies, right? It was testimonies that I needed to it was testimonies that I knew that I wanted to work on. It was like, and I really really do feel, and I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna say feel a lot, but I don't ever want to I do want to make a very important emphasis. Never base your experiences on feelings. Never. Your faith on like your faith, never base it on feelings, like none of that. But and I'm only saying that because like I to this day I still kind of struggle with that. Um but I really do feel like he made it very obvious for me, and it was testimonies. It's like he wants me to share what the Lord has done in my life, and I really thought nobody was gonna listen to me, and like I was kind of like, and I would get excited to like get like little views here and there, and like my mom was she's so sweet. She would like share it. Like she would share it with like our family members in Mexico who don't even understand English, but like they're like still that hard in us. It's kind of weird, and so I never thought that me growing up, me doing this based off of just testimonies, sharing my experiences, never thought that would take me to where it is now. Like even when I interviewed people, I would do it a lot of it is testimonies. But then there are some topics that, for example, that I did with Alex and Connor, where it was based on the Eucharist, where it was based off of the other one was based off of marriage. I had another guy on as well who I also talked about marriage with. I have people talk about so many different topics on my channel. It is really cool because a lot of the questions that I had on there, like a lot of the questions here's what people don't know. The questions that I asked them were questions that I was curious about, that I wanted to know, that I've always been really scared to ask. And so I kind of played it off and made it seem like it was like the audience, which I had like no supporters. And I think they kind of suspected that it was me asking genuinely. And it really did help. The thing about it is, it was through these interviews, through doing these interviews about certain topics, that I started learning. Like, it's so weird. It's like in every single interview, I learned something new every time. Every time. Every time I learned something new. And that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And I learned something new about the faith. I'm still not the most knowledgeable, you know, but I may not be the most knowledgeable in the faith, but I do feel like I have been learning a lot just with the connections that I've been building online. And like it's such a beautiful thing because like keep in mind this is coming from somebody who didn't have many friends growing up, who was bullied a lot as a child, so I never really fit in anywhere. And it was like the Lord was giving me this space, this community where it's like, this is what you wanted, this is what you've asked of me, and I'm giving it to you in a different way. No, and it's crazy. I mean, I built a lot of really good friendships. I really, really did. There are some friendships that obviously ended, and obviously, I would never get into the details of it, but I will say this: with the friendships that have ended, I'm still very grateful for them because we still ended up helping each other. You know, like they were still a very huge influence into what I was doing here online. Like truly, what I was doing here online, and I'm very grateful for that. Um, and it's so cool because now, like, think about it. Like, I get to interview people that I look up to, in the faith. I'm like, in what world does that make any sense whatsoever? I'm just literally, and I hate that, but like, I'm just a small town girl. Like, I really am just a small town girl. Like what? Like, I'm not anybody special until, like, for me to be able to, for the Lord to grant me these kinds of things it's a really beautiful thing. Thank you guys so much. By the way, I've been seeing some of your comments. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys being here, and so it has blown my mind. I'm very grateful for every person that has showed up, every person that has I'm very grateful, I think, specifically to Alex and Jonathan because they were such a huge influence. Those two are like my big brothers, like, and also Richard Saints, Jared T. Those three, my big brothers, like literally my big brother. I would vouch for any of them because they helped me a lot, like not just in terms of podcasting, but also in terms of my personal life too. Um, and that's just blows my mind, man. Blows my mind. Um, and then like that's I'm just like, and then I had like later on I had Edgar Lujano from Catholic Answers, and I was like, in what world does that make any sense? Edgar's, wow. Gary, having Gary on my show, like that's even like mind blown. Mind blown. I love Gary, man. I love Gary. I was so excited, but I had no idea what I was talking about in that interview. That was another interview that I wish I would have prepared for. And man, it's just, oh my goodness. I honestly, guys, a lot of these interviews I had to wing it, and the one with Gary is also really bad too. Because the first one that I ever did, I wish I would have been more prepared for that one. There's a lot that I wish I would have been more prepared for. Um, but yeah. And then now here I am. Now here I am. And 1 year. Can you guys believe that? 1 year. I'm still growing each and every day. I met some more incredible people. Um, really gave me a sense of community, to be honest. Never thought I would have the friends that I have now. The family, basically. Like, that's crazy to me. Lots and lots of amazing people. I don't know. It's hard to think about. When I grow up, I want to be like, oh. Brother, I'm 4'10". What you talking about, son? CK, are you like a dwarf? I, not to make fun of dwarves, by the way. CK, I bet you're short too, huh? It's okay. Dude, imagine having met friend. Dude, I would cry. Dude, and then I had on Keith Nestor. Dude, I had on Keith Nestor not that long ago, like several months ago. I had on Keith Nestor. I'm like, are you joking me right now? Like, who are you? Like what? I also don't remember who else I had on my show. I totally forgot, to be honest. I'm gonna have dude, and then I'm gonna have Dr. Carlo on next Tuesday. Mind blown. He's somebody that I grew up like watching on Catholic Answers. Somebody that I grew up watching on Catholic Answers. You're telling, dude, and William can vouch for this. I cried when I received the email of Carlos saying that he would be on my show. I cried. He knows that. And I had told him about that, and I was like, because William sort of helped with that, and And I remember telling him, and I was like, I'm gonna die. I was like, I'm gonna die on my interview with the Dr. Carlo, and because he knew I was excited about it, and I had literal like William knows this. I had literal tears on my eyes because I was in shock to know that somebody that I literally grew up. Because keep in mind, I grew up on Catholic Answers since middle school, so I was 15 years old. I'm 24 now, about to be 25 in April. So I've been following Catholic Answers for years. Been following Dr. Carlo for a long time, and so many other people, and it's just mind blowing to me, guys. Absolutely mind blowing. By the way, I'm logging into my YouTube on my laptop. I would have went live on my laptop, but like my laptop sucks for some reason, and but I'm gonna pin the link. So if you guys want to come up and like talk, or if you guys have any questions, like let me know. You can drop the T on here. But yeah, I'm gonna have Dr. Carlo on, and then I'm gonna have Father Coppice on, bro. What? The Father Coppice. The Father Coppice, bro. Like, dude. And then the email that I received from him, I screamed. I screamed to the point where I dropped my phone, and I'm pretty sure I almost broke it. I almost broke my phone, bro. I almost broke my phone, and that was not fun. Where's my link? Okay, let me find it because I don't remember where I left it. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay, I cannot find my link, so I'm gonna repost my link again, so give me just a sec, guys. Because I'm live on my phone, so I gotta, let's see. Yes, big man, Father K, the Father Coppice, guys. The legendary Father Coppice, guys. Like the priest, the Mariology beast. We're gonna talk Christology, by the way. We're gonna talk Christology. Finally, I got it. Okay, yeah. We're gonna be talking Christology in the apostolic churches, which I'm really excited for. I'm so hyped, bro. So hyped to be able to have him on. It's gonna be such an honor, but I'm really nervous about it. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna be doing 2 episodes together, so I'm really hyped about it. But like, I might actually die when we get him on here, guys. I might actually die. And it's fun. But yeah, guys, I'm so thankful. Let me look back at my channel because I actually don't even remember who else I've collabed with, to be honest. Let me tell you what's up. So yeah, my very first episode was my testimony. My first guest was Connor. My second guest was Alex, and then it was Wretched Saints, and then Edgar, and then Anton, and then I had another guy, Oscar. Then I had a guy named December. Then I had Jonathan, Seeking Sainthood, Sips with Sarah. Adrian was a lot of fun to do. I will say that. Adrian was incredible to have on. He is one of the sweetest men I've ever met in my life. I had him on twice. Then I had another small content creator, Faith to Reason. So yeah, I had a lot of testimonies on. Very happy. And then I had our brother Vartan, Armenian brother. Love him. Love him. Then I had Abuna Lazarus. That one was my favorite. I love Abuna. Love Abuna. Subdeacon. The last one I had on was William. Was hearing his testimony. So can you believe that? I'm over 800 subscribers. Over 800 subscribers, guys. You're telling me in a year I reached over 800 subscribers. Like, what is my life? Oh, I really do need to shout out one other content creator. I really, really do. And that is Sam, actually. You guys would be surprised. Even though Sam and I don't talk anymore, I am still very, very, very grateful for him because he taught me a lot, showed me a lot, to be honest. And despite how we ended, I would say that I have a huge love for him. I still do. Sam was a huge part into why my subscribers like blew up when I had him on. The first time what's funny is the fact that like we were supposed to do a stream on Islam, reacting to I forgot what his name was, some other Muslim dude, and we were supposed to talk about that. But what here's the thing, in this is where divine providence really, I think this is where the Lord really really does work, because um what was supposed to be a stream debunking this Muslim guy ended up me receiving a catechism, I think, in that stream. And he was teaching me a lot, and he was explaining to me a lot. And the thing about it is, it's like I appreciate it. Like, I feel like I could have been more appreciative about it back then, but I really do appreciate the fact that he took the time to really teach me, because he's like, you're over here looking at these things, but in reality, you should be focusing on like your faith. And those were really helpful for me, honestly. We did several streams together. He taught me a lot, and I'm really, really grateful for him. And truly, truly, because he really did teach me a lot. It breaks my heart that we're not on speaking terms, but I'm really grateful. He became a teacher at one point to me. Even though I am a bit slow and I may not have understood. Here's the thing: there are some times, and this has happened to me a lot. There's some times where people tell me things, and I'm very close-minded. I'm very blinded to it, and they mean well, but I just don't see it in the moment until months later. And I feel like that's what happened between me and him, is that there are some things that he said to me, and I think I let my emotions get the best of me. But now that I look back at it, I'm like, I get what he meant. I get why he acted the way that he did. I understood why he said certain things to me, and I'm very grateful that he did, honestly. So I have nothing negative to say about him. Truly, I hope that one day I can make amends with him. I truly have nothing against him. But yeah, I'm really grateful for that. I think that I've learned a lot, and there's still a lot of things that he taught me that I am that are still stuck with me to this day. So there's that. Oh my goodness, it's my sheep, guys. Did you guys know I have a sheep now? Did you guys know that I have a sheep now? His name is James Tay. That's my sheep. He calls me his goat. Let me read that. Arya's famous now? Not even, bro. Oh, wow. Yeah, guys. James is my sheep. You guys didn't know that? I adopted a sheep a while ago. Yeah. Pretty cool, right? He's kind of ugly, but it's okay. It's okay, though. He's gonna be like, rude. I can already hear his accent. Rude. But yeah. So yeah, that's how things have gone. I'm very excited for what the future holds. Very excited for the new collaborations. Dude, and then I had Dr. Boyce on, bro. Dude. The Stephen Boyce. The Stephen Boyce. Insane. Insane. I could hear that man talk for hours. I would never get bored. The guy is amazing. Amazing. I was so happy when I had him on too. Waiting for who to be? Huh? Waiting for Leo to be good. Are you talking about Pope Leo? Gosh. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be a dumb. Don't be a dummy. Come on, bro. Dr. For Nexus card? Absolutely not. I would rather poke my eyes out than ever get Carlos on. Come on, B Mitch. Don't do this to me. Pope Leo. Imagine if I did get Pope Leo. Like, bye. Bye. That would. Bye. So yeah, that's how my podcast has started. Very grateful. Very, very grateful. Met a lot of incredible people. Someone ring in the what? Someone ring in the Pope, please. I would go viral if I got the Pope. If I got the actual Pope, like that's kind of cool. You know what I do want to start doing though? I do want to start bringing in more clergy to interview. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like honestly, I really honestly like genuinely, I want to bring more priests to come in. Like I don't even care if they're Catholic priests. Like they could be just as long as they're apostolic priests. So if they're a Syrian Church of the East, Eastern Orthodox, Oriental Orthodox, or Catholic, I wouldn't care. I would interview any of those clergy. I love clergy, man. I love it. Whether it's maybe they can even be a deacon or a bishop. Can you imagine if I got a bishop on here? That'd be so cool, man. Like that would actually be lit to get a bishop on. Like that'd be lit. Or a deacon. That'd be so cool. I mean, I had Subdeacon Daniel. But but yeah, that'd be kind of cool to do. I also want to touch on more topics too. Now I know the pro-life one. I know that people really like that one because I had Father Stephen on. I had pro-life Chloe. I had my sister Elizabeth to share her beautiful testimony. Who else did I have? Oh yeah, we also had Dr. Stephen Boyce to talk about the church fathers and how they viewed abortion and everything. That was pretty cool. Deacon Minute, dude, I tried to reach out to him and he's been so busy. So busy. But eventually I will give him a piece of it. Dude, Father Coppers is gonna be like the most fun one. I cannot wait for that one, man. Cannot wait. He did tell me yes, by the way. He did tell me yes. So it's just really in time of scheduling right now because I know I think right now he's with family right now. But when he's back, we'll start scheduling something. I'm excited. I'm gonna be so nervous. I love Father Coppers, and he's the goated. I also want to try to bring in more Spanish. There are some topics that I do want to touch on, so I am trying to find somebody for these topics, right? So here's what I'm thinking, y'all, and let me know if you guys think this is a good idea or not. So I want to bring in somebody to talk about the Trinity, and I want them to talk about the Trinity, but I want them to talk about the Trinity in the Bible, like to kind of explain it from a biblical perspective. I think that'd be really cool. I would love to do that, and just to break it down, like just break down the basics of it, of the Trinity. I want to do one on salvation as well, in terms of what the Catholic Church teaches on salvation. I want to do one on I want to do more Mary ones related to like these, like Mary being assumed into heaven. That's one that I really want to do. Like, why is she called the Queen of Heaven? Where's that in the Bible? So because I was supposed to do one with William on the sinlessness of Mary, but we supposedly did it, but I feel like we didn't go in depth, and I'll be really honest with you, I didn't like that live stream with William, and it was nothing against William, but I wish it was more on my end, where I wish I would have been more prepared and would have asked him more questions in regards to Mary's sinlessness. But I definitely want to redo that one, and I definitely want to do that topic. I want to do more on the papacy as well, which, by the way, I'm going to be having Eric Ibarra on as well. He told me yes. He's just been busy. I had to wait. I think I have to wait until April because I think that's when he'll start being a little more free with the schedule. So I'm going to be having Eric on, and I'm going to be talking about the papacy with him. I already had Elijah on to talk about the papacy, and he's incredible. But I want to get Eric on too. So that'll be a lot of fun. So yes, I really want to do a Trinity show though. Like the Trinity one is one that I've been really, really wanting to do. Another one that I would love to do would be like, I had it in my head and I completely forgot. I completely forgot. Oh, um, I want to do it on prayer. Like, I want to do it on prayer. I want to do a show on St. Joseph as well. I love St. Joseph. I would love to have somebody come in and talk about him. To talk more about the Eucharist. I want to do another Eucharist one. Um, and really talk more in depth about that one. That'll be a lot of fun. I want to talk about angels. I want to talk about spiritual warfare. Like all these different topics is what I really want to, what I really, really want to do. You know, it's just the only thing that's really holding me back is I don't know enough people to be able to do those kinds of shows. You know, like I want there to be a variety of people. You get what I'm saying? You can do shows on different saints. Yes, I wanted to do one on the intercession of saints. I might, right? So obviously this upcoming Tuesday, I'm gonna have a stream with Dr. Carlo, and we're gonna be talking about purgatory, which is gonna be really cool, and I'm really excited for that one. Maybe I'll ask him if he's willing to do one on the intercession of saints. I would love to talk about that too. And again, I want to do it more focused. I want to do it more focused on biblical like standards. Like I want to do it more focused on the Bible. And that's something that I was sharing earlier with a friend of mine is that like I love that we can talk about the church fathers and all that. I love it. But I feel like for me, because I don't know too much about, I don't know anything about the church fathers. Like truly, like I am like very clueless. So like when somebody starts quoting church fathers at me, I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know who that is. So not that I want to avoid it, but I think for now I kind of want to put the church fathers aside a little bit and really focus just on the I'm gonna dude, that makes me sound Protestant. I'm so sorry. That makes me sound Protestant, but like I feel like once I get the biblical basis down for some of these topics, then I'll be able to look more into like the church fathers and all that stuff because I don't have a huge I'm not super knowledgeable about them and I really don't know much about the church fathers to be honest. I mean they say all these different names and I'm like I don't even know who any of those people are. So it's just I don't know. I hope that makes sense. But I do want to focus it more on a biblical perspective on things. The Immaculate Conception is another one. I also do want to bring in more people from apostolic faiths. I want to bring in more Orientals to talk about their faith. I want to like different groups. I also want to bring in Eastern Orthodox as well. Assyrian Church of the East is something that I really want to bring in as well. I think it'd be kind of cool to get like a comparison, like a neat comparison between the like Catholicism, like Assyrian Church of the East, Catholicism, Eastern Orthodoxy, Catholicism, Oriental Orthodoxy. You know, so that's kind of what I want to do. But we'll see how that goes. Awesome. And again, the link is pinned. If anybody wants to come up and talk to me, but yeah, that's those are some of the ideas that I have. So yeah, there's so many topics that I want to hit. It's just more of trying to find people to be able to do these different topics with. If I'll be honest with you, if I was on good terms with Sam, I would have asked him to do Trinity a long time ago because I know he's incredible at the Trinity. I know he's incredible. And but it is what it is. I have to find other people. Ari, you're young and you're young. In time, you will be a scholar. I don't know about that, and that'll take me a couple more years to go through. To be honest, I don't know if I want to be a scholar. I just want to be well informed. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited for what the future holds. With that, and man, like how Professor Art, heck no, can you imagine, dude, bro? Nobody would pass. Y'all would learn nothing if I was a professor. Oh, I also want to start doing more Spanish content. That one's gonna be a lot harder to do just because there's not that many good Spanish apologists out there. Some of them are kind of bad, to be honest. Or some of them are just very scandalous, and it's probably not a good look. But I would love to do more Spanish content as well. Yeah, I really want to start doing that. What else should I talk about? Oh, I should probably talk to you about my discernment process. So a lot of you guys know, like, I was discerning between Oriental Orthodoxy, whether between staying Catholic or becoming Oriental. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think I'll be becoming Oriental. With what I've been looking at, there's a lot of things that just, for me, it just doesn't cut it. Like, I don't see a way for me to be able to move past it. A lot of things that I can't move past it. One of the biggest things, which will probably maybe surprise a lot of people, one of the biggest things is the Immaculate Conception. They do not, some of them do accept it, and some of them do not. And that to me is a problem. Because obviously we hold it as a Marian dogma. And I just, like, dude, like, I love Mama Mary so much. Like, I can't, I don't, like, I hope I explain myself in a proper way, and I don't want anybody to think that I'm insulting the Oriental, because I love the Orientals. I really do. But I can't move past the fact that they don't hold on to the Immaculate Conception. You know, like, I can't imagine being a part of a group where maybe they can choose to either deny it or choose to accept it. Like that to me is like, I don't know. I almost feel like it's kind of disrespectful. You guys get what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I'm not saying they hate Mary. They love Mary. But I that one to me was like a ooh, like I can't do it. Can't do it, man. And then their canon, they don't even hold on to the same canon, guys. And I was like, oh man. They don't even they all have different canons. Like, every group within the Oriental all have different canons. Every single one of them. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. And so those are some of the ones. But yeah, that is where I saw a little more consistency and a much stronger stance, I guess, in Catholicism. You know, like the Immaculate Conception is just dude, like, people might be like, oh, that maybe that's not the big deal. But, like, for me, it's a big deal. That's a big deal for me. Like, I just, you know, like, I can't. Like, I love my Orientals. I love them. But choosing to be a part of a group where there's not even a stance on it, like, it's exactly, it's hard not to love the Mother of God, but it's also hard to, like, to say that she, like, the Immaculate Conception, like, we all agree, right? Like, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, we all agree that the Marian dogmas, like, those are divine revelation, right? Those are divine revelation. That's why we hold on to the Marian dogmas. So how can you, if the Immaculate Conception is part of the Marian dogmas that we hold as divine revelation, why am I going to be a part of something that does not do that, that does not hold on to that? And maybe, and I know maybe some people are gonna be like, well, they don't necessarily. There's people that say, like, oh, they don't necessarily deny it, or, you know, I don't know what to be honest. I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining it. So please, if you're an Oriental, do not get mad at me. Do not come after me. I'm terrible at explaining it. But there was just a lot of, and those are just two things, but there's a lot more other things that just didn't convince me, to be honest. So yeah, it's just, man, I love Mama Mary, guys. And I know they love her too. But it is true when Catholics say that we do have the fullness of Mariology. Catholicism is the only faith that has true, full Mariology. Like, we have it. There's no denying it. Like, can you guys, like, that's beautiful. Beautiful. But man, that is hard, you know? It is hard to take a look at all that, you know? Like, I can't imagine I just can't. It's like for example, that's like I can't be Protestant, man. Like, denying that Mary was, denying the Immaculate Conception, denying that Mary was sinless. Like, I can't do that. Like, I could not be a part of these groups where they deny any of that. I wish there was a Mary emoji. Dude, that'd be so... Dude, I wish, bro. I wish too. You know, at one point, like, years back, I looked into Protestantism. And I just... I couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. And that is why, when I ask questions to people that I know that know me a little better, like people that I'm close with, when I ask them questions about the faith, I always say, where is that in the Bible? You know, because I'm like, at the end of the day, because here's the thing. And I say this not to cause any confusion or not to, like, criticize anybody, but if I can't prove my faith in the Bible, then it's probably not a good faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. I have to be able to see it. You get what I'm saying? Like, for example, like somebody, like, let's say I'm somebody that is not even Catholic, right? And they're just kind of looking into it. Like, they're looking into it. Like, if I'm asking a Catholic apologist, okay, well, you're telling me that Mary is sinless. Where is that in the Bible? I mean, you can quote church fathers, early church, all that stuff. And that's great. But it's gonna sound kind of strange, but like I tell people, I'm like, but where? Like I want to be able to defend it from a biblical standpoint first before I even decide to look into church fathers and all that. Like, once I get the biblical understanding of it, then it's a lot easier, which I have been shown, by the way. I have been shown. I will say that, like, so far the people that I've talked to, like, they've done a really good job at showing me, this is why we believe certain, this is why Catholics believe this is where it is in the Bible. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I love that. And I love when people can show me that. And I'm like, that's cool, bro. Now, there are times where your girl is a little confused sometimes and a little lost. And sometimes she'll be like, I don't see it. But then that's where people, they either, one, they lash out on me, or two, they will be like, okay, let's try this again. And so, you know, they'll explain it to me in a different way. But yeah, that's the beauty, man. It's like, if you can't prove it in the Bible, it's probably not good. Let's see. Oof, I almost clicked. Girl, if you don't come on, I'm gonna be sad. Nobody wants to come up and talk to me. Y'all are, what the hell? Respectfully, what the heck, y'all? I should reconsider those wrenches. For real? I should consider those wrenches, huh? Reconsider them. That's what I'm saying. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask me? Sorry, I'm shy. No, it's okay, Missy. It's Maria. It's okay. It's okay. Pull up. Come on, Liz. Pull up, girl. We could talk crap about Who can we talk crap about? We could talk crap about Abel if you come up, girl. Nah, JK. I do not condone bullying on this channel, by the way. Is there? Don't make the Protestants follow. Come on. Oh, Shiri, my girl. Oh my gosh, I love Shiri, guys. Congrats, Ari. I'm here chilling, but won't be typing much because my hands are covered in all the veggies I'm chopping. Oh, it's time for dinner. Oh, Shiri, I love you, girl. Don't make the Protestant pull up. Come on, guys. Don't make me talk to CK out of all people. And by the way, I can say that because we're friends. But if it was anybody else, probably what the heck. Where's HHS? Is he busy? Probably. Love you too, Shiri. Girl, I'm praying for you. We're all praying for you. Yeah, guys, come on. Don't make me talk to the old man. Then I'm, I'll force CK to pray the rosary with me. Nah, but I vote for Liz. I know, I vote for Liz too, but Liz doesn't want to do go. How about you both come up? We love you too, Ari. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are so sweet to me. So kind to me. I think what a lot of people don't really talk about is like when you're new into this space and you lose certain friendships, like it does hurt. I would like to think that the people that I've lost, maybe they would have been proud of you too, I think. But who knows? And what's really surprising, which I think a lot of you guys may not know this, but like my parents don't watch my channel. Like they don't watch it. Obviously, like I've gotten a lot of fights with them when starting this, and this was one of the times where I've almost stopped doing this podcast, was because my parents were not as supportive, especially my stepdad. Like he's never watched a single episode of mine. Mostly because I guess they didn't think that I was acting on what I was preaching on here, supposedly preaching on here. They weren't as supportive, but like, and you know what? And like, it did hurt, I think, in the beginning, because they would point it out to me and they would tell me that they don't watch it. But I think now, the Lord has shown up for me in such a big way, because it's like, okay, well, they don't want to support you. Obviously, I can't force them to support me. But I feel like what he has done is he has given me beautiful communities and beautiful friendships. Honestly. And I like to think of the positive of that. And I hope that one day that my parents can see what I'm doing and see that what I'm doing isn't, like, have them see that this was all worth it. For me doing all this. But yeah. So it is a little hard sometimes. But, yeah. Wait, what does it say? Oh. But yeah, either way. Man, oh man. What a day. What a day. And I'm in a completely different new environment. I mean, I moved out of my parents' house about a week ago-ish, so it's kind of crazy that I even now, like, I have my own place and everything, and hold on. What the hell did I just see? Dude, oh my gosh, I got scared for a moment. I thought I saw a huge bug and I was about to scream, but it's not a bug. Okay. So terrified. Guys, bugs scare me so much, man. Bugs, they scare me so much. I'm terrified. Like, I will cry. Like, I can't even, like, I can't kill a bug, guys. I cannot kill a bug. It says, proud of you, girl. Oh, thank you. What does CK say? It's all love. Huh? What's all love? Why are we being nice to CK? Can we be mean? Thank you for being here. I know we're mostly Catholic, but much love. Aw, proud of you. Big accomplishments. You go, you. At least you still know how to make dude, girl, literally, yeah. You just squished. No, okay, I can't just squish a bug. That scares the crap out of me, yo. Like, I can't. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if I am called to marriage, my husband will have to kill the bugs for me. I am not killing them. Absolutely not. Bye. My soul will leave out of my body. Boom. Die. Ari will die. Ari will die. I cannot, like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're going to be married to me, one of us is going to be the scared cat, and that's going to be me when it comes to bugs. So you're going to have to be the one that, like, kill. You're going to have to kill the bugs, not me. That's point blank point. That's going to be part of the application process. Imagine, I'm going to print out these paper applications, and I'm going to be like, are you scared of bugs? Click it. Check yes or no. If needed, will you be available to kill bugs instead of having me kill them? And they have to say yes. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I mean, like, if you are scared of bugs and you're not willing to kill them, I don't want to. But even if you're scared but you're still gonna kill them, then boom. I mean, I'll take it. I would rather you not be scared, but like, hey. Same with rats and anything else. Like, I ain't doing it, bro. I ain't doing it, man. Like, absolutely not. Like, y'all know. I would cry. Like, my soul leaves out of my body. Like, it's just, no. Like, y'all ever chill in the bathroom and then you're just like sitting, chilling. All of a sudden, from the corner of your eye, you see a huge bug, and you're like, oh my goodness gracious, and you just want to leave. That's me. I don't even finish doing the bathroom. I'm like, bye, I'm out. I'm out. I don't want to kill them, but I also don't want to touch them. No, I want them to die, but I just don't want to be the one to kill them because I can't. I cannot. It leaves a soul in my body. No. You get what I'm saying? Wait, what? What did you say? I make my partner throw bugs out the window. Sure, that's gonna be it's on the list. You kill bugs. Guess where he is. I was sleeping all night, woke up to pee. I'm going to do a large pillow. That's happened to me too, bro. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, oh, heck no. Like, I can't do it, man. Can't do it. Yo, but on a real note, like, for the girls that are here too, like, on a real note, don't you guys find it a little bit hard sometimes to, like, I feel like, maybe this sounds weird. I feel like men aren't menning enough. You get what I'm saying? Like, they just aren't doing it. They aren't doing it, man. Like, men are not menning enough. I know that's not a word, but, like, think about it. Like, I thought that, like, being a Catholic, I thought that the dating pool would be a little easier. Yeah. I thought it'd be a little easier being Catholic. Be like, oh, like, how hard can it be to find good, faithful Christian, Catholic, like, whatever. How hard could it possibly be? Man. Man. It's because they were raised by women. Women can't teach a male how to be a man. That's true. I kind of agree with that. There are some men that have never grown up. There's some men that have never grown up with a male figure in their life. So that is true. That I do not judge. But dude, and then there's men that are like mommies. They're like mommies boys. Like do y'all know? Do y'all know like what I'm talking about? Like the mommies boys. I hate people like that, man. Like, you could tell it. Like, I can't. Like, I get it. Like, you love your mama. Amazing. Beautiful. Chef's kisses if you love your mama. But, like, there is a little too much as, like, being a mommy's boy. But it's just like, really? Like, you're a grown adult and you're allowing your mom to control your every move. Like, that's, And then the same goes for girls. Like, some women are just insufferable. Too. I'm saying this from a woman's perspective as well. Like, some of us, like, we expect men to do everything, and it's just like that's not how it works. Or we expect men to be like their little magic genies and just like being able to like just do whatever. Like, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? Like, men need to step up and be men, and men need to step up and be dads if they are dads to show up for their kids. Just like women need to be women. And mamas need to, raise their women to be the good women they have to be. You know what I mean? But, like, I feel like we're kind of losing everything, you know? Can't do it, man. If y'all would hear my dating experiences, it's really bad. Like, I have really bad dating experiences. Unfortunately, my least favorite girls are the fake girls. Dude, I hate those too. Every child needs their father. True. Like, if you want to be a terrible person, that's fine. Just don't be a fake about balance. True. Dude, I've dated people that just like... Dude, I dated people that don't even hold the freaking door. I'm like, who are you? Like, really? Really? Or, like, nothing irritates me more when they... Nothing irritates me more when they can't spell. When they cannot spell. Like, I'm sorry. If you don't know how to spell at your grown age, what are you doing? You went to school and you can't spell? You can't tell from there to there? From your to your apostrophe R-E? Like, what? Like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? And I actually hit my head on the... Like, you guys get what I'm saying? There's there, and then your. But why? Why is that hard? Why is that? And then, what is up with people texting? Hi. Hey. How are you? Good. You? Good. What you doing? I'm gonna cry. The next person who asks me what I'm doing, I'll be like, I'm about to knock you out. That's what's up, man. Cause I can't. These people are so insufferable. Crashing out, guys. Crashing out. I cannot. Like, if you're a dry texter, you're bye. You're done. You're done. Amen. So let's see. Balance, my dating experience is non-existent. There. You're killing me. You're welcome. Consider yourself lucky. Girl, I know exactly what you mean. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what? Why? No sense of humor. Like no, and then... These are the same people. Not only is their spelling terrible, but like... And then the poses that they put for their pictures. Yo, the poses that they do for their pictures. It's always somebody with a pet, a child that's not even theirs, a photo that was clearly taken by a woman. It's always the military gear, well, the military outfit. It's always the hunting outfit with the fishing rod. And the women's, it's always with the tank tops and their booties out, or with their fake booties that aren't even actual butts. Like, literally, like, they have flat butts, but they want to make it look bigger, so they have to like put it out, and it just makes them look like they're twisted. Like, you get what I'm you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like hold on. This is how some of these girls be posing up on the mirror. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, their butts out. They're to pose their butts out, right? And then they're just like, why? Because they're trying to look cute. I'm like, no. It's just, I cannot with some people like that. It's just, I can't. Are they tilt their pelvis back to make them? Yes. It's like, girl, like, why are you trying to? And then the duck lips, like, bro, please stop. And then it's always, can I have your Snapchat? Like, no, you cannot. I'll tell you what you can have. I'm gonna say it. Okay, some people are just so insufferable. I cannot with these men. With these people, just in general. Like, even girls, like guys. Like, I thought guys were bad, but girls are just as worse, man. Just as worse. Some of these girls making us look bad, man. What happened to modesty? What happened to modesty, man? Modesty in men and modesty in girls. Like, what happened? Dude, or like, for example, or like when I go to church, right? I go to church on Sundays because as a good Catholic, you have to go to church on Sunday to receive Jesus. All right. The way that some of these people are dressed, like they just got out, like they just woke up. Some of these people act like they literally just woke up. Why are you dressed like that? But yet when it's time to go to a party or a special event, oh man, you do a whole glam and everything. But it's like when you go to the house of the Lord, you're in your pajamas, you look like you literally just woke up. Guys with their shorts and their sandals, girls with I cannot, guys. Like, we are going to the house of the Lord. We are going to the house of the Lord. And you're telling me that that's what you got? Like, I ain't trying to be judgmental, but like, sometimes a girl does want to crash out. Focus and priorities are yeah, exactly. And it's just, I cannot with some people, guys. Truly, I cannot. You know what I also hate? It's like, and this is just me, like, this is me crashing out a little bit. Me crashing out a little bit, man. Like, it's always, I'm Catholic, but I don't go to Mass. I go to Mass only on Easter or on holidays. Like, girl, what? What? Like, is our religion just a title to you? An aesthetic? Like, do you guys realize that? Like, there are people that use Catholicism as an aesthetic. Just because they think the title makes them look cool. Like, it's just, like, no. Like, Lord have mercy, man. Lord have mercy, man. Truly, the Lord have mercy on them, because it's terrible. And I'm saying this because I used to be like that, and I hate the fact that I used to be like that. It is, Maria's right. It's because you are poorly catechized. Unfortunately, a lot of us are poorly catechized. I can't do it, man. Like, it's just, man. Like, like, even, but you know what, though? And I realize, like, even, like, as a Christian, as a Catholic, right? Like, I realize there's so much more to this world, and there's so much more that I have to, like, be careful with. Like, for example, like, as a girl, like me, as a Catholic woman, I have to make sure that I'm dressed modestly each and every day. And it's not because there's people, like, especially now, people say, like, oh, well, we shouldn't have to, like, change how we dress just because some guys can't keep it in their pockets, or, or just can't stop from looking. But it's also like, are you stupid? Like, genuinely? Because it's also like, as we are responsible as women to make sure that we are not going to be the cause for anybody to stumble in the way that we act, in the way that we dress. Like, if I go out, I don't want, if I run into a fellow brother in Christ, I don't want them to stumble by looking at me because of the way that I am dressed, or because of the way that I act. It's just, I mean, it's that simple. Like, yes, we are all responsible for what we do, but it's also like, we have to be careful. And most people don't see it like that, In the pocket. Mario, what the heck, Mario? Oh my gosh, I can't with you. But you guys get what I'm saying? Like, it's hard out here. No, and like, here's the thing, okay? And I've been actually running into this. Like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've been running into this a lot. I ran into this a lot when I was a baby Christian, like, starting out in my faith, right? The hard reality hits when you realize that not everybody who says they're Catholic, I know pants. Yeah, did I really say pocket? Oh, my bad. Man, I can't. Some lady called CA today and said that she should be able to wear bikinis because Muslims wear tights, but full covering swimwear at the beach. What? That's crazy. No, but what I'm saying is, it's like, so even now, like, for example, as a Catholic woman, Like, now that I know stuff, I'm obviously, like, held to a higher standard. And sometimes it can be a little rough, just because, for example, like, if I like a guy, let's say I find a guy attractive. I like a guy, I think they're cute, whatever. Try to get to know them. I'm like, oh, that seems cool. But then the one thing that's always in the back of my mind is, do they have a relationship with their Lord? And that's always a really awkward conversation to have with them. And 99% of the time, they don't actually like have a relationship with our Lord. And then it sucks because that means I have to cut them off. I don't you know, in my before Christ encounter, I used to not have to worry about that, I feel like. But now that I am trying to take my faith seriously, I realize that I have to. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have to be careful now. Like, I can't just, because I have to think about it like this. Like, when I'm getting to know somebody, I have to be like, well, are these people going to be able to, like, are these people going to be able to lead? Like, do they have a relationship with our Lord, most importantly? And if they do not, like, I can't be with them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's people that convert, and I'm like, that's wonderful. But it's hard out here, man. Even with the guys that claim that they're Christians, and then you find out that they're just lukewarm, or they're just using the title just because it makes them look cool. Like, it gets really tiring. Crazy, man. I don't know. I don't like the dating realm. I stay away from dating. I'm breaking the rules. What are you saying now, Maria? Maria, focus on yourself, honey. LOL. How does that even make sense? Sorry, Maria. I'm breaking the rules, Joe. I'm sorry, Chad. I'll compose myself. Ari's making me laugh. Girl, I'm just saying. Like, I'm saying, yo. Like, these men aren't menning. That's what I'm saying. Most women are on the what? CK, I don't know what you just said. Hold on. My thing is... Or the same, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Women are womaning, and then men are menning. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. I know what to say. You get what I'm saying? It's so hard, man. It's so hard. And then the thing is, here's the thing. You know what happens to me now? It's like, I like a guy, and I'm like, oh, this guy's really cute. Oh, and he's a Catholic, or he's a Christian. He's devoted. He's really cute, and like, I know this guy, and like, we're starting to get to know each other. Like, that's really cool. And then they're like, "How you doing, sister?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I don't like being sister coded." When you get sister coded, then I'm just like I want to crash out. I want to crash out. You have no idea how awkward it is for me. So I'm like, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm good, brother. Good brother in Christ. And then when they're like, when they're like, you're such a good sister, and I'm like, I'm like, really cool. In my head, I'm just like, why? Like, why? And I think to myself, I'm like, Lord, I'm like, because I get really excited, right? And I'm like, Lord, I'm like, if this person is for me, like, make it happen. If not, make it so obvious that it's not, that he's not for me. The Lord really knows. The Lord really, really is a funny God sometimes, guys, because the way that he has these guys sister zoning me, it's just like, oh, like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, cool. And guys in the friends, no, literally, yeah. Like, hi, little sis. Dude, I get called out a lot. And I just want to, every single time, bro. I'm like, why? You get what I'm saying? Like, why? And I used to get so frustrated with it. Like, even now, like, man, so hard. I had like, what was this? I want to say about a month ago or two. I had a crush on this one guy. He was really cute. Like, he's really, really sweet. And I'm still friends with this person. And I thought he was really cute. And like he's Catholic, and I was like, perfect. I'm like, what more could I want? And they was like, oh, I don't want to say too many details because some people might know who this is. But like, and I was like, oh, cool. But I got sister zoned, and I was like, oh, fun, living that sister life. Um, so yeah, that was fun. That was very fun. And now I'm gonna focus on you. Maybe God is telling you it's not the time to get into it. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking. And here's the thing: it's like I don't even look for it, but it's like honestly, if I see a guy that's attractive, I'm like, okay, cool, like they're cute. And then, because obviously, like the first thing, but like, or like, what's happening to me now is like I'm falling for men that are. Keep in mind, okay. So let me explain myself. So I realized that I'm starting to fall for men, or I'm starting to find men attractive that are theologically smart when it comes to the faith. It's gonna be mean sister George R. Dang. Why you gotta say that, bro? That's wild. What's happening is that I'm falling for men that are theologically smart. So it's like, let's say like, because keep in mind, a lot of my, like 99% of my guy friends, they're theology nerds. Like they love theology. They love the Catholic faith. They're very, very passionate about their faith, and they're very like, they all love Mama Mary. They all like this and that. Amazing, right? And I'm like, beautiful. Like that's the kind of man that I want, right? That's the kind of man, because I'm like, boom, period. Like like you know. And it is hard. It is hard because it's just like, but you know what though? What I started to do is like, okay, I like this certain quality about this person. I like this certain quality about this person. So those are kind of things that I would take in, and I'll be like, maybe this is what maybe the Lord is trying to show me. Like there are men that are like that, or there are men that I met that are like to a T to what I actually am looking for, but it just doesn't happen, you know. Um, I mean, I don't get bummed out about it as much, to be honest. But you're attracted to people who love the Lord. There's nothing wrong with that. But give it time. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And like, there are guys that I met that I'm like, these guys would make such great husbands. Like honestly, like I met guys that are like, these guys would make great husbands. And it's just like they may not be my husband, but like I'm like, yo, I'm like, this is pretty cool though. But yeah. Yeah, I think Maria's right. It is me liking guys that do love the Lord. I think it's a beautiful quality to have. You know, like for example, I feel like now, like I'm in a situation where I'm in that situation right now. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I'm in that situation now. Now here's the thing. I know with this person it's never gonna work out. Like it's impossible. Like there's no way. There's no way that me and this person will ever end up together. Like I know that for a fact. But it has been really hard just because I think because keep in mind I do have a pretty good sense of friendship, and with this person, and here's the thing, the person even knows that I like them, but it does make it hard sometimes, you know. And a lot of times I tend to think to myself, I was like, at one point I was like, do I really like this person, like this person, or do I just like them because they like the Lord, you know? Because keep in mind, like I would say that I would say that 99% of the guys that I am close friends with, they're emotionally immature. They're very theologically smart, but they're very emotionally like dumb, like emotionally dumb, and it is hard. Like I'm in a process right now where it's like I feel like with this situation that I'm in, it makes it very, very, very hard to separate feelings from friendships. Knowing the fact that you will never end up with that person, I think that also it's a really hard thing. Um, like I've cried about it. I've prayed about it. Like I've done a lot with it. It is getting to a point though where I am starting to question whether I need to maybe end it, like just end the entire friendship, just because it's been a battle. And the person is very, very sweet about it, but it's been a battle, and it's not easy. And it's also like, how much am I actually willing to continue to put myself through? Let's see. What does it say? How do you get new anti-abortion guests? I know someone who protests outside abortion clinics all over the country. You should interview her. How do you get new? Honestly, all I do is email them. Like, that's all I do. I just reach out. Like, if I can find a public email or like a social media, I'm scared of dating. I hear you, girl. Nothing shakes faith like romance. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. Love that about you, Ari. Always speak from the heart. Thank you, Jojo. I would say best thing to do is leave it at God's hands and keep your eyes on Jesus. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to it's really hard, but like I've been trying to really distance myself, to really try to build that like distance in it, because like feelings in a friendship is always very messy. It can either go very well or it could go very poorly. And I feel like in my situation it's very, very hard for me to do that. And I love this person dearly, but it's just I don't see myself in this friendship going very well, especially when emotions are involved, when feelings are involved, when you know that there's no way that you and this person will ever like be together. Like it's just, and that's just the real talk. But what's been really helping me? I've been praying a lot to Saint Joseph. I'm a huge, like everybody knows this, like I have a huge devotion to Saint Joseph. And I think one of the I never knew why I had such a huge love for Saint Joseph until I started praying about all this too. And obviously, like every saint has like their stuff that their areas and their stuff that we ask them for intercession, right? I feel like Saint Joseph has been that anchor for me. I feel like I would say he's been that anchor for me with in terms of this situation as well. But it's also like, so I know there's people that have a very huge devotion to our Blessed Mother. I have a devotion to her too. But I've always said this. I have a much stronger devotion to St. Joseph. And I think a lot of it has to do because he's shown up for me in different ways. I think in this situation he has been showing me up in different ways. And I look at him and I look at the qualities that I look at it like what it says about him in the Bible, right? He's a just man. I think about the qualities that he has, that he protected his family, protected Mary, protected Jesus, obeyed the Lord. I look at that and I look at obviously like within me and the desire that I have. And one of the things I've been asking him for his intercession is that if I'm called to marriage, I hope that my husband has those qualities that Saint Joseph had. Truly. And again, that's why I said I think he's been struggling for me a lot. Yeah, like, who doesn't want a man like St. Joseph, man? Like, I would want a man like St. Joseph. Like, it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know, there's so many incredible men in the Bible. So many incredible men. That it's like, wow. Like, I don't think we appreciate them enough. To be honest. You know what I don't want, though? I don't want to make people laugh, but like, on a serious note, I do not want a man like Solomon. I do not want a man like Solomon. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah. Um. I did not. I don't think I would ever want a man like Solomon, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna like. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like him and his multiple wives. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no. That's one thing I will ask the Lord. Maybe I should tell the Lord, hey, by the way, don't send me a man like Solomon, man. Like, please don't. Please don't. I don't know. I think totally areas. Bro, no. I think someone was writing about his wives when he was writing proverbs about whores and immoral women. Probably. I don't want a man like St. Joseph for like ladies. Well, true. But you want a woman like Mary, then. I think you are called to marriage. Joseph clearly loved Mary a lot. And you know what, though? And I would say that St. Joseph loves me, too. You get what I'm saying? Like, I love St. Joseph, man. I can't wait. Like, honestly, like, I can't, like, if I make it to heaven, like, I can't wait. Like, obviously, like, I want to meet Jesus first. Obviously. But, like, I'm running straight to St. Joseph right afterwards. Like, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Like, I want to run St. Joseph. Be like, yo, like, we here. Can you imagine? That'd be so cool. But anyways, yeah. That's just me pouring my little heart out. Yeah, I don't know what the situation's gonna come to. But I am trying to trust the Lord in this. It is hard sometimes when you really don't see like why you're going through certain things. It is hard when you maybe you're just not used to having to make these decisions, or maybe you're scared to make the wrong decisions. You know, like I've been praying a lot about this, and obviously I think it got to a point where I'm like, I feel like the answer is so obvious. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the answer is so obvious, and it's probably right in front of me. I'm just not seeing it. I'm out here trying to get. I'm here trying to find my Your gamer or your Gomer? What the? Who the hell is Gomer? CK. Who the hell is Gomer? What? Probably some weird stuff that CK likes. Gomer, do you know who she? No, who is that? Who's Gomer? Wait, am I dumb? Who is that? Who's Gomer? What the? Gomer in the. Huh? That's somebody from the Bible? What the? Oh. Nope, I haven't read that far. I haven't read that far. HHS has been on my butt about reading the Psalms, man, because I told him I was reading the Psalms, and he asked me today. He's like, how's it going? I'm like, like I kind of slept off a little bit, but I do need to get back on reading my Bible. She was the unfaithful wife of Hosea, who then got redeemed. Oh, you want an unfaithful wife, CK? You want an unfaithful wife? CK. CK, are you saying you want an unfaithful wife who gets redeemed later? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, are you laid back? You lay back like Sarah. Oh man, did you know a lot of the church fathers believe Paul got a wife? I heard that. I actually don't know anything about that, though, to be honest. I'm kind of dumb. I'm in Leviticus, too. I'm barely making it through the Psalms, man. Barely making it through the Psalms. I love the Psalms stuff. Man. I'm asking CK if you want to know faithful wife, man. Why am I like this? I don't know what my type of guy would kind of be like. I say that my type of guy would be like Saint Joseph. But to be honest, the guys that I like, they're just emotionally dumb. But like honestly though, they're super smart. They're big brained. I love big brained men, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. You know, like you. Where are those your CK, I'm done with you, man. Damn, what are you gonna say this again? Somebody screenshot that. Oh my gosh. Somebody please catch it. I need to send it to HHS and be like, hey bro, look what your man just said. Look what your brother just said. Man, where is HHS, man? I missed that dude. I talked to him earlier. I know he's been busy. But dang, CK, I didn't think you. Dang, CK, I didn't know your game. I didn't know. I didn't know you had game like that. You know, like in terms of humor. Dang, see, you can be funny. You know, where you're not insulting my faith, but like, hey, you're cool. This is the CK that I try to get people to see, but CK, all he does is make people mad. But it's okay. Yeah, I haven't seen HHS in a while. I know that he posted today that I think that he's been really busy behind the scenes doing a bunch of stuff. What does this say over here? Gomer is a step up from, I don't know who that is. No, excuse me. Liz, you want to watch yourself, girl. I can't. Really unfaithful at, oh my god. I am never gonna let you live that down, man. I am never gonna let you live that down. But man, what was I on about? Oh yeah. So in other words, I think I need to stay away from men. Maybe I need to start up an allergy of men. I think that's just gonna happen. So what was I gonna say? Also, my birthday's coming up soon. I'm really excited. It's in a month. I'm really excited. Really excited. It's only 18th of April, so I'm really excited. You want a Christian with a year-long pass to Disneyland? I see through you. I love Disneyland. I love, like, I'd rather go to Disney World, though. I'm not gonna lie. This chat made my month. I needed these laughs. Man, we're funny. We're funny as hell, but yeah. I remember for a time being, I had a thing for Arabs. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Like, I had a thing for Arabs at one point. Middle Eastern men. I still think Middle East. You know what? I do think Middle Eastern men are beautiful. I will say that. I think they're beautiful, beautiful people. I don't know if I would actually date them though. To be honest, I don't think they would date me because I kind of stress people out. I don't think they would date me. They probably be done with me. Man. I mean, let's be honest. I will say though, I noticed that I also had a thing for Did you guys know that the oldest I dated was like 32? I dated a 32-year-old while I was 20, I think. I don't remember. 19 or 20, I don't remember. Somewhere around that age range. Talk about dating people your own age. Never done that before. But I have dated guys that have been closer to my dad's age. Not a good thing. Do not recommend. Man, this girl is too. I'm telling you. No, I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. I think that if God wants it to happen, it'll happen. I'm just not looking, you know. But I am. I'm just admiring God's beautiful creation on a daily basis. But I'm not actually actively seeking a boyfriend or a man. Um. So I just want to make that out there. I'm making these jokes just because I'm funny, but like, don't take me too seriously, guys. I think singleness is a beautiful time to get closer to the Lord. Honestly. Thank you for staying on topic. Congrats again. Oh, hi, William. Wow, William, you say you were gonna, dude. William said he was gonna show up and come on here and come up on my stream. I even pinned the link and he never did. William Albrecht is a liar. A liar. A liar. Anyways, never believe a man. I did. My messages were, huh? No, you didn't. The messages were not appearing. I showed up at the very start. Lord is my witness. It was glitching. Excuses. I was kidding, or unless you went away to Canada, drink back. No, we'll leave the bag milk to James. I have screenshots to show you. Oh, he actually screenshotted it. Oh, okay. But still, you're probably gonna go live anyways, aren't you? Leave me alone. We're talking about men. Okay, we're talking about the problem with men. Love you too. But man, you're probably gonna go live soon, aren't you? William was here from the start. Don't defend him. Don't defend him. No need to defend him. It's okay. No William love in here, okay? Oh man. By the way, William, are you gonna tell me happy birthday soon? I bet William doesn't even know my birthday. Just being honest, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, yeah, gotta go now, haters. Ha 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 ha. Wow. Such a hater, man. Yeah. You better tell me happy birthday on my birthday. Figure it out. You should know when my birthday is. Get this hater off of me. Damn. Now everybody's showing up, huh? If girl, why you gotta no. Girl, why you gotta expose it? Oh duh, I put us in my mega stream. Forgot about that. Gotta drink more of this haterade. To hate on William later. He's making Maria. I think he wants to make Maria mad because he backed them up with the whole thing. You get what I'm saying? Maria, why you gotta expose me, Maria? I'm saving that date on the calendar. Liz, you're gonna forget. It's fine. Anyways, but yeah, guys, I don't know what else to talk about. I just I don't know. It's a 9:03. Oh, yeah, it's 9:03, and I've been live for almost 2 hours. Dang. 2 hours? Y'all have heard me yap for 2 hours? That's crazy. I don't know why. That's a bold. Wait another year, Jojo. Jojo, come on, bro. Come on, Jojo. Don't be like that, girl. I saved it on Google Calendar. Sure you did, Liz. Screenshots or it didn't happen, yo. Screenshots or it didn't happen. I'm guessing you cry at the movies. Alright, I went shopping with my wife to huh? And I saw the letters I forbade her from and Alright, I went shopping with my wife to Calvin Klein when I saw the letters I forbade her from entering. I'm guessing you cry during movies. I do sometimes. I cry during movies. It feels so fast with all the fun. I did on Google Calendar. I'll wait. Can't with you. Freaking Daniel. I can't with him. Guys, Daniel is my other brother from another mother. He's so, I'm not even kidding, guys. Daniel is so sassy, man. Like that man thinks of comebacks like that. Like he's like that, man. Like and he's so sharp in his faith. Like I'm actually like impressed. I don't know how that man knows anything, but like, dang. Oh, stop hyping him up. He's not that good. JK, I'm just a hater. But anyways, yeah, time flew by fast. It really did. I guess I should end it now. I think I should. Daniel can't contain his gigantic brain. Everett, what? Have you ever considered long distance running or CrossFit? I think you would be good at it. What do you mean? What are you talking about, bro? What? I'm confused. Are you trying to make me work out? Are you calling me fat? Humbled, guys. Truly a lot to learn. The humblest of the humblest. Like Rosario, the humblest of the humblest. Dude. Man. But yeah, guys, I think I will end it at this note. I don't know what else to really talk about. I mean, I could bully Daniel for longer, but last time I did that, he said he was gonna respond to it after Lent, and I was a little terrified. So I don't want to make this man. I don't want to make this man come at me after Lent. Ari just puts people in a headlock and wins the argument. Exactly. Who does that? Who said that? Yeah. Finally, you said something smart. Yeah. Do you own all the Harry Potter? No, I don't. Awesome stream. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. I'll bring the popcorn. Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. I'm gonna go do the Sam again. Ari, you mean like what? Like this? Is that what Sam does? I think that's what Sam does, right? Like that? I don't know. Do more streams like this on a Friday weekend. Yeah, you know what? I probably will. Well, on a Friday, Fridays are a little tough because I do prayer streams on Fridays on William's channel. Because his big head needs me. But can we reunite the Catholics again? I don't want to answer that. I don't know. I don't know nothing. No, don't. Nope. Not putting myself through that. Nope. Their business is their business. I am just a girl. I'm a broke girl. Like I said in the beginning, I'm a broke girl. I will not be doing anything. I love you guys, but no. Ari is Switzerland. She does not take sides. No comment, guys. Yes. Please, yeah. Please do not put me in that position. I love both of them dearly. I love both of them separately. I think that if they want to, they need. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at them. I don't put myself in that mess. I don't want to at all because they're both my friends and it's not fair. So I will not do that. I'll tell you what I will do, Daniel. Kick your butt one day. One day I'll be just as sharp to beat you. And then I can say, you know what? I'm smarter than Daniel Hay. The day had not come yet. But one day it'll come. One day. And no, I'm joking, guys. There will not be a Daniel versus Ari. You will never see that happen. Unless it's an eating contest. I'm too tall for you. I'm too tall for you legs to reach. I hate you so much. Oh my gosh, I cannot deal with you. Even at full extension. Dang, Daniel. Bye, Daniel. Bye. Okay, guys. All right, I'm going to end it now. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys. 1 year. On to the next. Thank you guys. I'll definitely do more streams. And yeah, God bless, guys.
As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world.